a pretty decent one here. Trump suggests Black Congressman Byron Donalds is one of the smart ones. Former President Donald Trump is facing backlash after he seemingly suggested that Congressman Byron Donalds was one of the smart ones in the Black community. Trump made the controversial comment during a recent campaign stop in Johnston, Pennsylvania. During his campaign appearance, Trump spotted Donalds in the crowd, asking him to stand up and praised him as a superstar of the future. He's great. He knows exactly what I'm talking about, Trump said to Donalds. That one is smart. The Republican nominee continued of the Black congressman. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good. Social media users blasted Trump over his remarks, believing the ones he was referring to were Black Americans. Others said he could have been referencing politicians as a whole. He's talking about Black people, isn't he? One ex-user tweeted. Yeah,
of course. He's like, hey, you're one of the good ones. I've had somebody say that to me once. He's like, you're not like the rest. You're one of the good ones.
I've had it said to me too, man. So
yeah,
I know how that
I know exactly
works.
what that means. Like, we're not even going to play stupid with it. Like, you know exactly what it means. We know, but I mean, we know who Donald Trump is. We know what he goes for, what he stands for. I'm tired of people. I don't like how they keep acting like, oh, I wonder what he means by this. I wonder what he means by that. I don't like people trying to say this is what he meant. We know who we're dealing with.
That was a blatant comment. He understands exactly what he's saying too. Everyone understands that type of verbiage. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and even Byron Donalds understands it, but he'll play it off like he doesn't, like it didn't, I has nothing to do with me. You guys are too touchy. He meant this, and then try to go on to something else. This is happening over and over again. We're walking too close to a racial line. Same thing when you start talking about Kamala Harris and
walking too close. Walking too, we passed all. We ain't walking no more. They jogging on the line.
They just walked over that motherfucker. Like I say, I agree. But what I'm saying is, okay, when you have, I meant walking too close for like a black man such as Byron Donalds to sit back and consistently.
Oh, Byron Donalds, he has to look at himself in the mirror and be like, he knows what he meant. He knows
he don't care. This is the same man who made the comments about.
Did he say in the whole building full of people with Byron there?
Yep.
I
think he was coming to speak next. You know, what I mean, he was calling him up to speak.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Because if I call you out for being racist here, I might not make it out.
You know what I mean? And you know the crowd's probably 95%. People who are like, yeah, even the crowd kind of looked like, they knew what he meant.
They knew what he meant. Everyone did.
To clap it up like, yeah, he is one of the good ones.
They're probably waiting for Byron to say, come on, man, we're not going to go for that. And everyone will be like, yeah, come on, man, you're a little too far. And somewhere
hey, listen, Byron, he knew Byron wasn't going to say nothing about it. He was going to shuck and jive and dance like, you're right, I am one of the good ones. I know exactly what.
I bet half the crowd felt safe enough to ask him to touch his hair after that.
I don't think he has hair.
Yeah, he had enough. He got a little afro, little fade on the side. But can I just touch it? Oh my god, it's like a pillow.
Hey man, but like I say, this is another day, another comment from Trump that really seems to put us in a situation to where we have to start talking about race yet again. You know what I mean? It's like you're doing this intentionally. You're doing it on purpose. You're trying to drum up that support in Pennsylvania. We understand, like him saying that to him in Pennsylvania. We kind of know what Pennsylvania is. Yeah, they might have Philadelphia. They might have what is the other city there? Pittsburgh. They may even have a couple other good, boroughs where it's strong melanated places. But a lot of Pennsylvania is also, Rust Belt.
So is a lot of Georgia. Like, don't let Atlanta fool you. They tell you, like, don't let Atlanta fool you. You get outside Atlanta, it's gonna be something bad for you.
You got Savannah, you got Macon. Macon's the same way. I've been to Macon, Georgia, man. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't never seen so many in my whole life, man. Too many Black people when I was a kid. We went down there, man. Macon, Georgia it's a lot of us down there in Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, yet again, Trump again being Trump. So
I mean, it's just for him. He's old. He's what, 80 years old. You know what I'm saying?
He's almost 80, ain't he?
He's 80. I mean, that's just old America right there. You know what I'm saying? And people like, I want to go back to that, where, you can say whatever you want, disrespect, rape the women, beat up the minorities, do whatever that's like, we want to go back to those days where we had supreme power. That's what he's pushing. He's just doubling down on it, tripling down. They're like, yo, talk about your policies. He's like, nah, we're going to ride this out, because if I lose, I'm going to jail. And so I'd rather have this country burned before I have to go get my booty hole burned.
Before he got to go do his time.
Yeah.
Hey,
that man going to jail, bro. If I knew I was going to jail for the rest of my life, because I know I'm 80 something, but I have the power to make it where I can have 100,000, just a minimum 100,000 people surround me and protect me. Just a minimum. I mean, he can probably get like a good million people to come around and surround him in a fortified place and protect him. But if I know if I got to burn this country down so I can stay free for the rest of my life, well, gosh darn, give me a match.
Hey, listen, let's move on to his boy.